business, I suppose.
What about, you are in Ohio now, like you said, you're going to be in Colorado in April. You're going to be basically everywhere in May in Florida. Every city that's ever existed in Florida is what your May looks like.
Yes.
Like Kathy Griffin has come out and said, like, I'm scared. Like even Joy Behar, I didn't realize Joy Behar still does a ton of stand-up. She says, I'm scared. Like as a comedian that's doing stand-up and you're now on tour, like, is that a thing of like, Will Smith walks out of stage, slaps a comedian? Like, are you scared?
Scared of being slapped? No, I'm not scared of being slapped because I don't think I'll be saying anything that would get me in a situation where I get slapped. But I am a little trepidatious about just, with COVID and all, I take my immunity system. I take my immune system right after the plane right before, and I wash my hands before and after, and I wear my mask, and I do all the things I can do to make sure that I'm safe, especially while traveling. And I seem to have been okay so far. I did have COVID in the very beginning, and but I got a booster shot. I had my second booster shot. I've had 2 booster shots now, and I had my Johnson and Johnson also as well, which means I got all my skin is it used to be very dry. Now it's not dry, so that's good. So, and I'm as safe as I can be, healthier than I can be.
And a lot of live stuff is back. Like I live in New York City and like things are back. I mean, people are touring and music and it's back. It's kind of like it's back.
It feels like it's back, I mean, I don't think it is completely back, I remember when COVID was kind of going away, and last year people were like, oh no, it's gone, and then all of a sudden that concert thing happened, and then people went a little bit out of control. I think people were like a little way too excited. So I think as long as we remain cautious and just stick to the rules, because the rules are there for a reason, then we'll be okay, and just be grateful and count our blessings, and I think we'll be just fine.
How do you deal with, okay, so we have this Will Smith thing, but listen, comedians have, especially like in the beginning, sometimes when they're not famous, they have hecklers. Like, how do you deal with hecklers? And do you still have that now at this point in your career? I would assume you don't, but what do I know?
Oh, I do. Yeah.
But
I like that. I mean, I come from an improvisational background, so I enjoy hecklers in the sense of, as long as they don't punch me or they don't yell at me or, say something profound. I don't really have hecklers like that. They'll scream every so often, like, hey, bop your head, or, what is love, or Emilio, or, you guys want some cookies or whatever. They'll say something from a, or more cowbell or something from Saturday Night Live, something like that. But that's par for the course, and that's comes from a place of love. And I really enjoy that. I think it's great. People are coming out and have a great time. They're coming out on a weekday, a weekday night, which, is, and they have to wake up early the next day. So it's great that they want to come out and laugh, and I'm there to deliver them. So I'm having a great time doing it.
Well, if it's any consolation to Chris Rock, I don't know if I'm sure someone's told him his ticket sales. I read he sold more tickets overnight than like in the past 6 months to any of the shows. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
That's a silver lining.
Well, if maybe I'll get punched in the face tonight. My ticket sales will go up.
I mean, was it always comedy for you when you were growing up? Like, did you ever think of doing anything else in your life?
Well, I always wanted to do some dramatic roles. I mean, just because in high school I did drama, I did The Crucible. I was the bad guy in The Crucible and Arthur Miller's Crucible, and I played the bad guy in Man of La Mancha, the musical, and I played the voice of Seymour in Little Shop of Horrors, which was a musical comedy. But I always wanted to get into comedy because that's what seemed to get the most reaction from other people. So I enjoyed doing that the most. That was where my heart was. But I would always love to play a I mean, a super villain of some sort in a superhero film, that'd be great. I mean, when I saw like Paul Dano's performance as the Riddler in the Batman, I was like, oh man, I bet I could play that. And I think I really could. I really believe it. It just takes that one guy, and at that level to just go, God, you know what? I bet I'd love to hear Chris Kattan's read on this. I bet there's something there, and you'd be surprised. A lot of comedians like Kate McKinnon right now too, a lot of people just take trust and out of somebody at that level to give us somebody that opportunity. And and then they get that opportunity and then everybody's surprised and it's in them all along. But I'd love to do something dramatic. That'd be fantastic.
Well, did you exchange numbers with Robert Pattinson? I mean, you have the in now.
I did not. I don't know what he would do besides come on to the set of my next film. Maybe he would give me a role. I don't know. I think it's more industry. I don't know. Maybe if that's the way, if Robert said, hey, I'll give you a role in my next film, but I don't think he would do that. He was very excited about Corky Romano, though. I think if I did a Corky Romano 2, he would probably be in Corky Romano 2. Or if I did a Roxbury Guys 2, that would be fun. If there was a Night of the Roxbury 2, that would be great to do. In fact, I think that would be a great idea, honestly. I think it would be great to get me and Will, Ferrell, of course, and Jim Carey as a third guy. I think would be a fantastic idea. That was the first 3 people that did it on SNL. First it was Will and I, and then Jim Carrey hosted, and then it was the 3 of us. And I think that's what really boosted those characters up to another level. And I think if we did those characters today in a film, I think it would do really well. And I think it would be so much fun. And I think people would love it. That would be a neat thing to do. I think it'd be so much fun to do that.
Do you see how my mouth is like dropping open? Like because like it's a different time, it's a different era. Yeah, like a modern day take on this.
Yeah. If there could be I don't know, is there a fan base? Is there some sort of like a online Reddit? I don't know what it is that makes that happen, but that'd be great. What do you suggest? What did they say? Isn't there some sort of like GoFundMe? Not like GoFundMe, because
just like a Reddit or like an online petition, which if it gets enough eyes, and I mean, I think that stuff really does. Do you think like Will Ferrell and Jim Carrey would be into it?
I would hope so. That would be great. I bet they might. I don't know. I haven't asked them personally yet, but I think it'd be a great time. I think everybody that wants to have fun and that's not too, and I think it's a different day and age.